For you, what's it like to kind of get out here, go against some of the top competition from out west?
I'm just blessed to be invited to these camps. I'm excited to compete against the best. I haven't really seen any of these guys, but I'm not really comparing myself, but competing against them is gonna be fun.
How much does that maybe just give you an idea of kind of where you stand in terms of kind of the top guys and where you want to be overall?
I think I'm up there. I'm a competitive guy, so I love competing, and I'm just excited to get to it.
What was this last season like for you? I know you guys did a lot of winning, had a lot of success. What was it like for you kind of going through this last season?
Playing with athletes like Bijan and Lathan was really fun. Playing under Coach Bonet, he's a great coach, one of the greatest all times in Tucson. It was a great season. I had to sit out half the season, but I made up for it those last couple games, and we fell short, but we left it all on the field.
What's kind of the outlook for yourself? Maybe obviously you don't have guys like Bijan and Lathan there next to you anymore. I mean, what's kind of the outlook for you as you go into this next season and kind of get ready for your junior year?
I'm looking to start airing it out more. We had the #1 running back in the nation last year, so we kept it on the ground a lot. But this next season, I'm looking to use my arm more. I can use my legs, be a little dual threat. We have a lot of returning guys, though, too, so not a lot of people know who they are, but they'll be known for sure.
Obviously, this kind of upcoming years when things are really going to start to kick into high gear for your recruiting-wise. But so far in the process, what's it been like kind of getting to know some of the coaches and getting to know some of the programs as well?
Starting off with U of A, that's my hometown. I've watched them growing up my whole life. Arizona's been my dream school ever since I can remember. So getting to know Coach Sumlin and Coach Mazzoni and the whole coaching staff over there, taking a couple of visits there, that was really cool. Same with ASU. My brother's there right now, and he's loving it. Now he's the #2 quarterback right there, started off at the #5. So just seeing what he's been doing there and learning the system, that's been amazing. And then all these other schools outside of Arizona, Notre Dame, Texas, UCLA, all these other schools, I really like it.
You mentioned Coach Mazzoni. I think last spring I saw you out there with him. He had you out there on the field. You and Stevie Rocker were out there kind of on the field watching things. What's it like getting to know him, getting to feel for kind of how he runs things?
I really like how he runs his practices. I really like what he's doing with Grant Gunnell, seeing him on the field. I could really see myself in his position. Playing under Coach Mazzoni would be a blessing. And
I know in terms of local guys, it feels like Arizona fans have been a little bit frustrated that a lot of you guys are taking off and going further. You have options out of state, in state. For you, what kind of priority do you feel like they're starting to make you already in terms of just trying to keep you home and trying to keep you close to U of A?
I really like what they're doing right now. They keep in touch with me. They try to get me to the campus as much as possible, and when I'm there, it's just home. I've been there a million times watching the home games since I was younger, had season tickets. So what they're doing, I really like, and I'm just happy to have the opportunity to stay home.
In terms of their style, obviously Coach Mazzoni, I think when people think about him, they think about the taller guys, quarterbacks that are maybe more thought of as passers, maybe more than runners. He obviously had Khalil Tate there that he had to kind of utilize, but now going into Grant, like you said, probably more of a prototypical style of what he likes. What kind of style do you fit into, and how much are you going to pay attention to kind of what they do with Grant this season to see how you would fit in?
Well, I just do what I have to do. Some plays I had to scramble this year and make something happen, but usually I like to sit back and go through my progressions and make a throw. But I'm going to really look off what Grant does this year, and I can base that off how I want to play under Coach Mazzoni. So I'm just going to focus on that, see what happens over there, and keep it on my options.
Any visits coming up this spring? And obviously a lot of schools try and get you out kind of during this time of year. Any visits you have coming up, whether to U of A or just anywhere else?
Yes, sir. So I plan to take a couple more to U of A, ASU, but I'm also going to Stanford, Cal, Texas spring game with Bijan. Head out to Notre Dame again for the QB Academy. I'm looking to hit UCLA again. Just trying to cut down the list and focus on those schools.
In terms of just kind of overall Tucson talent, obviously it feels like it's kind of continued to go on the rise. Obviously everyone knows about Tucson Turf and kind of what you guys have done around kind of on the 7-on-7 circuit, but also high school-wise. It feels like the talent in Tucson is continuing to kind of gain some steam. For you, what's that like to know that there's a lot of guys that are going to continue to play after high school and play with you on Saturdays?
Well, really, I have to give credit to all the people before me. Like my brother Treyson Bourguet. They've just really cut down the trees for us. They started breaking records when I was growing up, and so I always looked up to them. And now that I'm in their position, I'm just following their footsteps and trying to do what I can do and leave my mark. And Tucson's always been slept on, but I'm happy that everybody's starting to pick up me, Stevie Rocker, all these people from Tucson, just from 520, we're just making our mark.